Here is a video overview of how to use the WISE image coadder for moving targets or for any list of positions. From the main Ursa page, click on WISE. Scroll down and you can find the coadder as one of the Ursa services using WISE. Click on the coadder link. For detailed instructions, you can look at the online help. For a detailed description of the software under the hood, you can read the iCourse software description. Returning to the main screen, you can upload a single location, a table of locations, or the moving object or stacking option, which is a list of locations. You can put in an individual solar system object name here, but for this example, what we want to give it is a list of frames. If we go to the online help, it recommends getting a moving object image table from the WISE image archive. If we go to the WISE image archive and do a solar system search, I want to search on 29P. I want to get all times, and I want to get images, or rather exposures, from all of the image sets, and I want it from all of the bands. Search. When it comes back with results, by default it displays the individual exposures here. But for what we need, we want the list mode. So over here I click on list, and here's the list of the frames that it found. I'm going to click on the diskette option, and it's going to save it to wherever my browser is configured to save files. So let's go back to the coadder. Now we could enter the object name, but we're not going to. We have a list. Let's go get the list that I just downloaded. I want just WISE band number 1. Now this next set, the defaults are okay. This is the size of the mosaic. This is the rotation angle of the output. This is the co-added pixel size. I don't need point source response weighted interpolation, and I don't need to run high res. I do, however, want to set some restrictions down here. The defaults for the frame quality, the distance from the moon, and the South Atlantic anomaly are all fine. I would like to only add together frames from a particular range in time. So let's do it just from the 1st of May to the 10th of May 2010. Let's just call it midnight, and then 10th May 2010 000. Submit. As a word of caution, if you pick a WISE band number 1, it needs to match what is actually in your file. If we had, when we did the search over here, asked it just for WISE band 1, but then asked the coadder to just add band 2, of course it would gag, because there aren't any WISE 2 frames in the file list that we give it in that case. But in my case, I gave it everything. So we go over here, it's estimating that it should take about 3 minutes to finish the job. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. Okay, it's come back. Just like when you put an individual position in, it tells you how many positions it tried, and it did in fact find data at the position and time that we specified. Now, here's the coads that it came up with. There's the mosaic, the uncertainties, and the coverage. If I click on this, it saves the file to wherever my browser is configured to save downloads. But let's drop it straight into the Ursa Viewer. This is the FITS file, so you can interact with it just like you can with anything else in Ursa Viewer. There are other movies talking about how to use Ursa Viewer. But for now, let's go back here and make sure that I saved that one to disk. Let's go back and ask it to add a different time frame. Instead of May 2010, let's do the 10th of August 2014 through the 20th of August 2014. And let it go. Okay, it's come back. I'm going to drop this one into Ursa Viewer right next to the old one, and you can see that the comet looks very different between these two apparitions, even if the grayscale is just a little bit different.